Hello, Dr. David Bushore here, board certified dermatologist at Balcones Dermatology Aesthetics. Today we're going to be talking about the mid-face. First, I'm just going to focus on the cheeks. It's the most common place that does get treated, but we need to make sure it gets treated the appropriate way and always in evenness with the rest of the face so we can maintain the Austin natural look. If the cheeks just get treated and you don't treat the temples, everything doesn't match, so we want to make it all match. The best thing to do in terms of getting it exactly right, there's science and math to this. We can actually measure and know where to put things. There's something that's called Hinderer's lines. There's variations on these, but it's something where we can actually make lines on the face and know exactly where the cheek is and where to address volume deficiencies. With the Hinderer's lines, we want to address mostly the non-moving part of the cheek. The moving part of the cheek is more medial. The non-moving part of the cheek is more lateral. So that's from the lateral part of the eye this way. I can show you, this is, again, I got my netter out. This is from my anatomy course when I was in medical school. When you draw these lines, this is everything's showing in terms of these are the muscles of facial expression. And these play a role in terms of how we make the cheek look natural. Because as we get older, there's loss of volume within the cheek and these muscles pull farther. So people come in and complain about little creases and lines up here next to their eye, and sometimes it's just because that cheek muscle is able to pull that cheek farther up. So sometimes just by adding volume down in this area, we can actually slow that movement of the muscle. So Hinderer's lines, you can draw a line from the corner of the eye down to the corner of the mouth, from the corner of the mouth over to the tragus, and then from the tragus to the corner of the eye, or even just from the corner of the eye just straight over. Once you've drawn this triangle, you can draw like a little circle in here and know exactly where the cheek should be. There are differences between men and women. For women, you want that the majority of the cheek volume, like the peak of the cheek, is going to be more lateral and I'll try to use non-medical terms. It's supposed to be more towards the top of the head and more towards the ear. So more up and out. For men, it's more down and in. It's interesting because I pulled up a picture that I found that was done by artists, and they do the same thing when they're drawing male and female cheeks. You can see here for the male that the cheeks, see how low this comes? If you did this on this picture, it would make her look more masculine. So there's a difference between where we put cheeks in men and women, and that's very important. So those lines help us make sure that we get it right, and also where you put the filler. So again, you can put it, there's different ways to do it. You can put it down deep on the bone, and that can sometimes help get underneath these muscles and maybe slow these down a little bit. Superficially, it also is going to slow that pull of the muscle and also make things look good. But again, we draw that cheek out before we do the injection so we can know exactly what areas need to be addressed, and don't put filler where we don't need filler. So again, making that natural transition. Look for you next time here at Balcones Dermatology and Aesthetics.